Okay. Let's see. I wonder how to put this on my channel. Do you get a channel notification when I stream live? You know, I don't know. Huh. Let me check. Where is my tablet? Maybe I can check on a second. That's why everybody has a second device. Let's see if I, there we go. All right. We're online. Let's go home. Let's see. How do I put this? My channel? Oh, it says I'm live. Edit? Public. Tags. I wonder how does this end up in my channel? Well, those are the channels I subscribe to. Add to playlist. Retro computing videos. I think that'll do it. Yeah, I'm live. And there's no one here. I am live all by myself. All these messages. Okay, clear. Hello. Playlist, channels. Okay, well, seeing as, excuse me. Well, maybe what I'll do is I use two cameras, record this, I don't know, on another on the tablet. Oh, what was that noise? That came from my phone. It's kind of strange. It says no one's here. I don't think they can talk to you. I think it's just one way. Wonder if I can record on my tablet. I don't think it records very well. Oh, good golly. Yeah, the quality on this tablet is not the quality, not the quality. Let's turn off battery saver. And put a grid up there, and definitely have, we're under fluorescent lighting. Oof, but that gives me some strange looking, looks good though. Oh no. Automatic, that looks more normal. Normal. Panorama, photo settings. Does it only take photos? No, it takes videos. What? No way. Camera. Oh, you swipe to the right. That's how it works. Okay. Video. Oh my god, that's big. Okay. I wonder how to hold my tablet in position here. I wonder if something like this will work. Never recorded with my tablet before. Definitely a bit awkward. Nope, that definitely doesn't work. Okay, you know what? Forget about it, baby. We're live. Let's go ahead. Okay, I'm going to begin now. 8 minutes and 49 seconds. I'll wait till the 9-minute mark so it's easy to find it. Maybe I can trim this video later. I don't know. Never done this. Okay, so here I am, and this is the Head Start Explorer, and I've already kind of begun. This is the processor. It is a Intel 8088 that was manufactured by AMD. Yes, kind of funny, back in the day, AMD was pretty much a second source supplier for Intel processors. So let's put that aside. So this is our 8088. We're going to put that over here. And this is our NEC V20. And what kind of prompted me to pause and want to do a video, besides all this focusing issue. Oh, wow, yeah, sorry, that's bad. Come on, focus somewhere. Focus anywhere. Focus back on the board. Maybe a little wipe. Is that it? Try again. I don't know. So what made me want to install this V20 is I've been having problems trying to get the zip drive to work. And I'm reading that iOmega's guessed, oh my god, that is just completely as out of focus as it can be. Alright, we're gonna try to adjust and go a little higher. Let's move over a little so we can get a little more height. I think we need some height. That might work better. I think maybe we're just a little too close. So, what made me want to install this processor is the fact that iOmega's, for the zip drive, the guest utility kind of uses 286 instructions, and apparently that's why I haven't been able to get it to load. Somebody has a third-party, lighter weight version of the guest app, but you have to pay for it, and I'd like to just kind of prove that it all works before I go, you know, buying any kind of software or, you know, looking at avenues like that. So, not against it, just want to see if this will even function. It is a SCSI zip drive, and I've ordered an IDE one, but if I can get SCSI to work, it's kind of cool. I got my my Apple CD-ROM. That's kind of funny on my vintage PC. And the Apple CD-ROM is not just there by coincidence, it's actually it's there by requirement, because you see I have one of these parallel Adaptec parallel mini SCSI Plus things. So basically it goes to a parallel port, and it gets powered. It's a SCSI adapter, so it needs power, and it gets powered. It's a Centronics 50. And with the Centronics 50, this big giant thing, excuse me, hang on. There we go. I can't just adapt that to 25 pin for the back of the zip drive, because the SCSI zip drive, I should Be a little more organized about my computer disassembling. The SCSI zip drive uses 25-pin ports, and it's kind of easy to confuse the SCSI and the parallel zip drive, and if you hook that wrong cable up, ooh, that doesn't bode well for SCSI ports especially. So, because the SCSI adapter has a 50-pin Centronics and is getting powered through the Centronics 50, it can't just be adapted to 25-pin. It won't get power. So it has to go into a device that provides power via that Centronics 50 port. There's no DC jack or barrel connector to connect power to the Mini SCSI Plus. So it can and can't be used with a SCSI zip drive. So it can't be used directly, but with the Apple CD-ROM, it provides the power. So it powers up the adapter. And then I have a SCSI cable that goes from the other Centronics 50 daisy chaining to the zip drive's 25-pin. So this CD-ROM drive's actually there as a requirement and is powering the SCSI adapter, which is kind of bizarre, but that's how these things go. So what I found interesting, it kind of prompted me to stop and make a video on this, is the fact that this V20 has been in this carrier for so long that these, what should be silicone stoppers, have gotten adhesed or glued to the plastic and won't come out. I mean, they're just stretching and they won't come out. So I have to take this little pick here and try to, if I can get it just kind of above. Let's see what we can do. I don't want to rip it up. I just, look at that, it's completely glued onto the wow, it's I can't even just slip my pick between it. It's actually leaving residue behind on the plastic. It's really glued itself in. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry, are we out of focus or something? Yeah, we sure are, yeah. But if you give me a... So that's kind of what prompted me to want to stop and shoot a video. Just, this thing must be true new... Oh, there we go. I think I got it unbonded. Alright. True new old stock, to the point where the both stoppers, I tried the other one, it was just a stock. Both stoppers have gone about and just adhesed themselves in place. So let's see if we can get this out of here without wrecking it. Just give it a little bit of a chance there. Yeah, it's coming unstuck. There we go. All right. This thing's like deteriorating. Oh, it even feels kind of... Oh, oops, you didn't see that. Oops. It even feels kind of odd. Anyway, so there's your slightly dropped, but I don't know if that's new old stock. I mean, it looks a little scraped up. I mean, not from removal. I don't see any removal scrapes, you know, or some idiot went and jammed a tool underneath. Oh, wait, that scratch is from me. Oops. Yeah, look at that. It's funny. It says AU here, but it says Philippines there. You may not be able to read that, but I can. Trust me. So, I guess it's the Australian Philippinian edition of the AMD second source of the 8088-1 1978 Intel. Wow. So, the NEC V20 is supposed to be a pin-compatible drop-in place functional replacement to the 8088. So what we're gonna do, oh wow, look how wide those pins are out. This thing may have really never been installed, and you know what, the pins look really clean, like they haven't been installed. I'm impressed. So let's roll those pins a little bit and roll the other side a little bit. and then go ahead and, you know, it's kind of cool. This thing even has a coprocessor socket. Let's go ahead and put our CPU in here. Oh, no. Lift. And let's fix that. Let's make sure all the pins get. It's always the difficulty with these things. There's a lot of pins to make sure that none of them slip. You know, you can get a pin that bends outwards. That's not so bad. It's when the pin bends inwards that, you know, you could really have an issue trying to undo that mess. So there we go. There's our V20. Has now been installed in the Head Start Explorer. Let's see what happens. Let's go for some power and some video and see if we get video. I did verify before disassembling this computer that it is not necessary to have a keyboard or anything else hooked up. That sound you hear is the zip drive coming on. We're gonna aim at the, well, let's aim at the computer in case the magic smoke comes out. Let's hope not. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and off it goes. Oh, yes. What a moron. See? We need to give it a moment to, let's shut off the power. With the power off, we'll turn the supply back on for a moment to try to, it doesn't zap any power out. Give it a second to drain. And then the outlet is switched off. There is no power. I was turning it on to just drain the capacitors for that mistake. There we go. Oh, and you know, it may actually be important to do this, so I'm gonna go ahead, and I know it seems nuts, but you know, there is no other link in this system. So give me a quick second here, and let's where's my screwdriver? There. I know it seems silly hooking up the ground wire, but there really is no other grounding. That's it. So at least we have something. Alright. Sounds good. Turn on the power to the outlet. You'll hear the zip drive come on. And let's turn on the computer. No magic smoke yet. Oh, we got a beep, and haha, look at that! We got the Explorer logo! Haha, cool! Look at that. It is functioning with our NEC V20. Oh yeah, cool. Let's go ahead and hook ourselves up a cupboard. There's our key. Ooh, balance issue. Let's plug in our thing there and see if there. Cool. That was really the easiest CPU upgrade ever. Ah, look at that. Wow. All right. Very cool. I wonder if we could get back into oh, that'll be cool. Alright, let's put the Explorer back together now that we've harvested its brains and installed better brains. Oh, that's still on, so let's cut off the power and let's turn on the switch, drain it up a bit, and put our, let's give it a little reassembly here. Let's take off our ground strap so we can put the chassis back together in the FCC approved manner. Alright, so there we go. And let's put our, really nothing further to do. Yeah, you'll find it interesting. these 3 chips here are the ROMs. How many PCs have you seen that take 3 ROM chips? And I said PCs because, you know, definitely the Apple II took more than 3. But this is the BIOS, the first one. I believe it's an award BIOS. It's a PCXT BIOS. And then 1 and 2, one of them is the bulletin board operating system, or the Head Start Explorer system, and the other is DOS 3.3 or 3.3.1. And I forget which one's which, but they are separate and will function independently from each other. So it might be possible to pull one of these ROMs and put a custom ROM. I don't know what the maximum capacity ROM that could be shoehorned into that socket is, but it is possible. I would guess pull out maybe the Head Start Explorer ROM or the DOS 3.3 ROM and burn maybe a nice DOS 6.2.2 ROM or something, and I don't know, maybe get a bit more ability out of it. Seeing as a hard drive is going to be difficult, I wonder if it's possible to have more. See, it only has a 720K floppy. So one thing that might be interesting is whether or not I could burn a ROM with DOS and all the drivers and a bunch, you know, software, and get around the limitation of the 720K floppy. Because one of the problems I kind of foresee here is the, you know, without a means of adding a hard drive at the moment, the only storage I have is the floppy, and then I have to get from that floppy to being booted into DOS, and then access to load the drivers. Oh, what was that? Something, no? Okay, just me. To load the drivers for the zip drive. So by the time you put DOS on a floppy disk, because, oh, by the way, the DOS and ROM is kind of useless because you can't modify it, so you can't modify the autoexec bat and the config sys. So what good is DOS and ROM if you can't modify the autoexec bat and the config sys because, oh, it's in non-writable memory? So it's kind of silly. It just boots up this DOS environment that, I mean, how do you get it to load your drivers and the, you know, without being able to modify the config sys? I wonder if there's a way that I could look to the floppy drive for. I think they may have thought of this. I vaguely remember something, or I may be wanting to remember, some way where you could have it look to the config sys on your floppy. I don't know if that's a possibility or not, but unless it is, I don't know much what could really be done with the DOS and ROM if there's no way to have a config sys, because how do you load any drivers at all? So I guess the idea is that the original notion was that the DOS and ROM, if you had the hard drive, I guess, which was an optional add-on, not part of the base by default, but if you did have the optional hard drive, I guess you could store on there, and it would allow you to do that. I don't really know. I have to find out more about it. Alright, so let's, where's my drive? There we go. Let's see. With our floppy drive here. Our PS2 style power in cable. And it's really awesome. I saw there's somebody online who makes a little adapter board. so you can hook up your GoTech or a replacement floppy without having to have the power in line. It isn't total. One thing about this computer that is not crazy proprietary is the floppy. It is a regular floppy drive that just happens to have had an option to receive its power over the ribbon. Let's see. Where's our not the easiest computer in the world. It was supposed to be easy, but working on it definitely is not an easy computer to work on. Let's hook up that ground wire just so everything's happy. Okay. There goes floppy. Head Start Explorer version 1.05, which is kind of funny because if you type ver, it says MS-DOS 331. So it comes up and says Head Start Explorer 105 and version tells you're in DOS 331. So weird. Let's put in, just for fun, the system disk. Can I switch over? Yeah, I can. It's the monitor there. Okay, a directory. You know, you're a little rotated there. Good God, too much. Wide. There's a thing here that tells it to go back to Explorer. One thing I would like to see before I proceed, out of interest, is if this makes the bulletin board OS faster with the V20. Did it again. Oh, okay, let's see here. CD Explorer, EROM init. Okay, that's it. That's you think, you know, they did some really stupid things. If you tell the Explorer operating system that you prefer to boot into DOS, it puts it somewhere in a non-volatile area because it holds it with the backup battery disconnected, which is quite interesting. Good grief, that did seem a lot faster. Well, that doesn't seem too much faster, but let's still take them out. Let's see if it's still slow. Oh. Wow. There. Wow, I wish I did a comparison video for you because this word processor was always laggy. There's still some lag, but it is definitely seems sped up and not dragging behind the cursor. Like I had an old typewriter. I had this Brother Daisy wheel, and back when I used to type a lot more, I was much faster and more accurate than I am these days. And it used to lag behind my typing. I could type faster than the typewriter, so I would stop typing, and then for another couple of seconds, you'd hear the typewriter still hammering out what I had pressed. It was an electronic typewriter. So kind of always reminded me of that because I went from this computer to that typewriter, and I was just kind of used to it already. And it seems a bit quicker. Let's turn it off and on again. See how long this takes. Boy, I should have done some comparisons. Okay. How long is a calculator? I think those animations are just gonna... Yeah, it does have to draw it all out. I wonder if it's faster. It seems faster. The typewriter definitely seems to type faster. I'm not gonna do a comparison right now. But I shall at some point. With one of the other explorers, I guess, might be easier. Alright, we'll go back to... So, one thing I was saying is that if you change the default environment from bulletin board to command com, you reboot into DOS, and I don't know how to get back into bulletin board. The only way I know how to get back into bulletin board once you've made this setting change is to insert this floppy disk and go into the Explorer directory in it and run a program called erom init, which I guess reverts this back to bulletin board. Well, what if you don't have this floppy disk and you've changed it to command com, and you know, the BIOS battery is not connected? Trust me, it is disconnected. The header's right in this hole here, and the BIOS battery is over here in the cover. There's a little lead that comes down from the bottom with a little wire that goes into there. We're not connected, so it is storing it somewhere in I don't know, EROM, and I don't see any sort of flash. That definitely is far too new for this computer, but it will remember it, and you can't get out of it by just pulling the battery. And without that floppy disk, there's no way I'm aware of to get back to bulletin board. So kind of an oversight in the design. But hello, it looks like I have somebody is watching. Hi, somebody who's watching. You can say hi on the comments if you want. Let's see who's live chat, all messages. I don't see any chat, but let's see if anybody says anything. I don't know how to... Let me take a quick look here. How do we... Live chat, all messages are visible. I wonder how that works. My first time doing this. So we've upgraded the CPU to the 8088. I commented that I've noticed that the typewriter program seems to be functioning a lot faster. You know, pretty impressive looking word processor for an 8088 with 512K of RAM, and it always used to lag behind the keyboard. And oh, no, there's nobody. Okay, well, all right, goodbye, nobody. Back to what I was doing. Let's see. So we've changed our environment variable back to command com, and where we're going to use DOS. There we go. And now we're going to reboot. And this time, which should be a first, which you're going to get to watch. Let's see. Is it going to load the zip driver? This will be interesting. Oh, of course there's no SCSI driver detected. It's not plugged in. Sorry, hang on. Plugging in. Plugging in the drive. Alright, this is the correct port, I hope. Yes, printer. Alright, so we have that. So now we're going to get to see if, hopefully, this this new processor enables us to use the zip drive, because apparently you can't use the zip drive with an 8088. Oh. Oh, there I am. Oh, it got past it. Let's see. Oh, I got a prompt. We're not crashed. Oh, cool. I can put that there in case anybody says hello. All right, let's try. Let's see if this works now. Guest. Does it crash or does it load the zip drive with our new processor? Well, this is kind of where it stopped before. Finding a letter for your drive. And I don't know. Unfortunately, it's not looking too good. I think we're kind of stuck in the same place we were. Finding a drive letter for your iOmega drive. Shoot. Well, we got the faster chip. I wonder if that's gonna... Ooh, I wonder if that'll unlock anything as far as memory addressing goes. And using, well, one thing we'll give an extra try to since I'm here. And, if I can find it. Where is it? Yeah, let's see if we can give it a shot and put the... Yeah, no, this doesn't... what a shame. I thought that was going to fix it. Okay, let's try the card. You go this way and then this way. Our... what is this thing? XT-CF light adapter. There we go. Let's see if we can get this to function. I'm going to go ahead and put this into the ISA slot and see if we get anything different than we always did, which was just a flat out ignoring of the card. And it seems like it's still just flat out ignoring the card. So that doesn't seem to be helping either. Great, it sees the SCSI host adapter, yay. Okay, so we still don't have that working. Let's see here. Let's put our 640K card back in to the ISA slot. We have one of these low-tech 1 meg RAM boards set up, so let's see if that'll work. Okay. Let's put in the DOS disk, and with the DOS disk we're gonna run check disk, and it will report back on RAM. And it says we have 640K, unfortunately, because we had 640. It was allowing me to go from 512 to 640K before. Now the Head Start Explorer RAM upgrade card is supposed to be a 256K card, which is supposed to bring you to 768K of RAM. So the computer should theoretically be able to do that. But I don't have the vaporware card that I've never even seen a real picture of, nonetheless one in person, of this bizarre memory card. So, ooh, nobody wants to stare at that. So I'm gonna put that on, and I'm going to try... You just type in bulletin board. See, there's no... See, there's no way out. So here's some of the code that gets you into bulletin board. Type launch.command path equals comspec equals question mark colon slash command dot com prompt equals to leave DOS press type exit and press enter $sign PNG prompt and path. So this is like some of the various messages that they want to call via the call to, like error messages. Can you type in bb.exp? Will that execute? No. Yeah, I have no idea how to get it to execute. Yeah. I have no idea how to get it to execute the bulletin board OS. Yeah, it says shell command com, and I don't think you can edit that. No, it's totally non-editable. Oh, fail, abort, yeah, it wants, oh. Nope, there's nothing you could do to get out of that without going into the disk, which is just so bizarre. Without this disk, I have no idea how to ever get back into the bulletin board again. Kind of crazy, huh? You think they would have put the program in the ROM, in the DOS ROM, so that you could get back to the bulletin board ROM. Whoa, look at that. It says 768K. RAM pack installed. Oh, that's funny. I don't remember it ever recognizing it as the RAM pack before. Wow, I've never seen this icon. That is so cool. I think if I eject the zip disk or something, I did get it to show a printer before when I did something with I hooked up the SCSI. But wow, it thinks it has the 768K RAM pack. But I just have the 1 meg, modern ISA board. But it doesn't seem to allow me over 640K. Or maybe that's because it's beyond conventional memory and maybe check disk can't report on it. So what we're gonna do is take a break, and I'll be over here for a minute, and I'm gonna make a new DOS disk, and I'm gonna put DOS. Let's just go for the gold. Put like 622. Let's see if I can get DOS 622 going. Let's see. DOS. DOS 6 is kind of a large disk image. Let's see if it'll fit on a 1.4 megs. I need a 720K disk image. These are no good. Let's see if I can find a DOS 6.22 720K. What I should be able to do is format a floppy. It's a 720. Oh, I don't want to format it on here. Oh, that's kind of confusing. Boot sector properties. Huh. Change label, change format. Let's change it to a 720K image. It can't be changed. So let's save as image DOS. Let's get rid of things we don't need. Certainly don't need scan disk and everything else. Don't need Xcopy, I don't need undelete, I don't need tree, I don't need share, I don't need setfer, I don't need scan disk, I don't need restore or unformat or undelete. Where are we down to? 560K. Alright, let's see if we can change format to 720. We can. Alright, let's write a disk. Sector not found. Great. Okay. How about a new 720K image? Boot sector properties. MS-DOS 622. another disc. So it's not liking that disc. Here's one. I don't think there's anything on it. I assume I have a way of doing that. Oh my god, alright. Pick another one. Does this have anything on it? Okay, good. Alright. Oh, it seems happy here. Okay. Alright. You do this. Do this. Alright, command com, use DOS, baby. And reboot. Non-system disk or disk error. You've got to be kidding. Seriously? Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Blah. Meh. Alright, it won't boot it. Great. Let's see if we can find a 720K disk image that's already made and ready to go. There we go. Alright. 720K 3.5-inch image. But it's gonna be DOS 5, but that's alright. Should do the trick. What is this garbage? Alright, that should get me going. Alright, that should boot. Let's see if this will be bootable. Oh, I think we've upgraded to DOS 5. Good God, it's so time consuming doing this stuff. What are we on, an hour? It is a labor of love. It is so time consuming. Oh, good grief, it's DOS setup. I don't want DOS setup. Let's F3 our butt out of here. Yeah, great. Why? Why? I ask myself that every day. Directory. And where do you think you're going to expand all this junk to? Oh, it's all compressed. Well, let's clean it up on the PC. On the laptop. Alright, we're gonna change that. Yep. That's the one we need. Oh, great. Oh, that sounds horrible. Oh. Awesome, it's ticking. Huh? May 348. Oh, it's not there. Oops. Oh, jeez. So close yet so far. Oh, you need QBasic to run edit? Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. So maybe editor, because they always look so similar. Maybe editor is just a modification of the front end of basic. I mean, they looked like the same app in so many ways. Fascinating. All right, let's try guest. See if our oh my god, that was it. We needed to move past DOS 3. Wow. Well, hey, we're much closer. Uh, let's see if we can no fix disks present. Okay. Hmm. Well. We need utility. We're almost there. We have a drive letter. We're a lot closer than we were. Whole lot closer. Okay. Alright, moving on. Oh, I could load the CD-ROM drive and put all the tools on a compact disc if I could get the computer to load. Oh, wow. Alright, let's try that. Cool. I'm gonna cut this off.